We're starting with a clarification from UFC President Dana White regarding the rumored fight that reportedly fell apart for the planned UFC event. Over the past few days, many fans believed that a potential matchup between Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria was scheduled and then suddenly canceled. However, Dana White has now addressed those rumors directly and said that narrative simply isn't true. White also provided an update on Makhachev's situation. The welterweight champion is currently dealing with a hand injury, and there is no confirmed timeline yet for when he'll be able to return to competition. Confusion about the White House card became even bigger when Justin Gaethje revealed something unusual about his own booking status. Gaethje said that on Thursday he was informed he would not be fighting at the event, since Dana White ruled out the possibility that Makhachev versus Topuria was the fight that collapsed. One theory circulating heavily among fans is a potential fight between Khamzat Chimaev and Sean Strickland. Chimaev captured the middleweight title but has not fought since winning the belt, which has already led to frustration among some contenders in the division.
It's the White House card. There's a lot of reporting out of Spain today saying that it was going to be Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev, and that fight fell apart on Friday. Well, Justin Gaethje also said he was told Thursday he wasn't on the card, and then on Friday he was.
That is true.
So what happened with Islam, I guess? Because you know how fans are, a lot of them.
That's not true, I said.
Sure. So
it was never Islam versus
Ilia
Topuria, yeah.
So anyone who thinks Islam ducked this fight or anything like that, it's all incorrect.
Don't worry about what fights are being made. We announce which ones are made and which ones will be happening. I told you there were some weird circumstances. The reason that fight fell out, and it wasn't up on stage with Mick Hunter and Sean, it was that power slap that the fight fell apart that night. And then all the boys went back to the office and literally were there till 9 in the morning. And that's how Gaethje ended up on the card. And Topuria wasn't originally supposed to be on the card either.
Where former champion Ciryl Adesanya recently shared his thoughts about a possible matchup between Alex Pereira and Ciryl Gane. Adesanya said he believes Pereira has the power to finish the fight. At the same time, the current heavyweight champion, Tom Aspinall, is still waiting for medical clearance after suffering serious eye injuries during his bout with Gane in October 2025. That fight ended in a no contest, and Aspinall has since undergone multiple surgeries while recovering. Promoter Eddie Hearn recently spoke about his experience working with Aspinall after signing him to his talent agency for commercial representation. According to Hearn, when he first met the champion, Aspinall seemed mentally drained after everything he had been through. The promoter encouraged him to regain confidence and carry himself like the heavyweight champion he still is. Hearn said he noticed a major difference in Aspinall's mindset after just a short period of time.
Dana wasn't really coming out in support of Tom Aspinall after everything that happened. If you watch that incident back, particularly in slow-mo, it's fucking absolutely brutal. And Tom's had 3 operations on his eyes. 3. And I just feel he's been just a little bit sort of chastised to the point where it's like the narrative spun is, oh, well, he quit and he shouldn't have carried on. The guy literally had his eyeballs scratched out in a fight. Watch it back. And this guy is, by the way, he has no quit in him. He's a fucking monster. Tough bastard. And I think when I met Tom Aspinall, I actually met a guy that was a little bit broken mentally. Like he was almost shocked that we had an interest in him. It's like, well, even after everything that's happened, I'm like, mate, get your mojo up. You're the UFC heavyweight champ.
Now moving to another major storyline involving Francis Ngannou. Recent reports suggest that Ngannou's next MMA appearance will not take place in the UFC. Instead, he is expected to compete on a card headlined by Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano under a new promotional venture connected to Most Valuable Promotions. Journalist Oscar Willis revealed that Ngannou will appear as the co-main event on that card. However, he said he could not reveal the identity of Ngannou's opponent yet due to restrictions. What Willis did mention is that fans might not be very excited about the opponent once it is announced. He also dismissed several rumored names that had been circulating online. At the same time, Willis addressed another topic that fans frequently ask about, the possibility of Ngannou returning to the UFC for a rematch with Jon Jones. According to him, that scenario is extremely unlikely. The belief is that the UFC has no interest in releasing Jones from his contract if it creates a chance for him to fight Ngannou under another organization. By keeping Jones under contract, the promotion can effectively prevent that crossover bout from happening elsewhere.
Stance as well. Like, I'm not fucking letting Francis, who they really love, by the way. I'm not letting Francis get a John. I'm not letting Netflix get Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou. That's because they would pay Jon the fucking crazy money that he wants to get that fight, right? So as the UFC, I get it. It's just a sad state of affairs that like this is the way the sport runs. And I just feel for Jon. I wonder if like maybe there's, and look, who knows? I'll ask Dana about it tonight. Actually, at Zuffa Boxing. Maybe there's a way, like, you know, they let Masvidal box Nate. You know, they can give you exceptions and stuff. I just don't think they ever will for Jon. Here's some news: Francis is the co-mate to Ronda Gina. I'm not saying who's fighting, but he's on that. Like, you guys are gonna fucking hate it. You're gonna hate it.
No. That was gonna be my follow-up question. Do you guys think that? I'll go with you first, Mike. Do you think we see Francis back in the UFC? But now he's on this Ronda fight, huh?
No, he's never coming back to the UFC.
Sean O'Malley recently shared his thoughts about a possible fight between Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev. O'Malley believes the matchup would be massive for the sport. He pointed to Topuria's incredible recent run, highlighting the knockouts of fighters like Alexander Volkanovski, Max Holloway, and Charles Oliveira. O'Malley said defeating 3 legendary names like that in a row is something very few fighters have ever accomplished. Meanwhile, moving up to welterweight might be a difficult challenge for Topuria due to the size difference in that division. Still, O'Malley believes the potential clash between 2 pound-for-pound elite fighters would be one of the biggest matchups the UFC could book right now. With injuries, shifting divisions, and new cross-promotion storylines emerging outside the UFC, the MMA landscape continues to evolve quickly.
Ilia is one of the greatest of all time. I think he's going to go down as, he knocked out Alexander Volkanovski, knocked out Max Holloway, knocked out Charles Oliveira, back to back to back, and knocked out 3 Hall of Famers in a row.
And do you think he would beat Islam Makhachev?
It's definitely possible. Those guys, number 1 and number 2 pound for pound in the world, I think that's the fight we need to see next. It sucks because Islam's probably not going to come back down to 155. Ilia going up to 170 doesn't make, he's not a huge guy. He's definitely, he could be walking around 185, 190. He's pretty thick. So I think that's the fight that I'd like to see as like the White House main event.
Max's fucking boxing so sick. Oh, they're right back to the takedown. Charles in on the. He looks so fucking strong. It's crazy Ilia knocked both these guys out cold. It's crazy. Imagine he knocks out Gaethje too. 4 KOs in a row. Volk, Max, Charles, Gaethje. 4 Hall of Famers.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more daily MMA news. I'll see you in the next one.